Hello everyone, this is Priyasha Das from XAT, and in this video we'll be discussing about 20 most important essay topics, and the most important thing will be how to brainstorm the ideas while writing your essay or your written ability test or your GD rounds as well. Because whenever a new topic pops in, the most important thing to do is to brainstorm for gathering ideas. If you don't have ideas or if you don't have points regarding a topic, remember that during the test time you won't get the opportunity to Google and find the data out, right? So what will we do in that category? We will be thinking of what data we already know and how to brainstorm that properly is what I'm going to tell you in this video. Okay. So before I do that, I'll just quickly tell you that there are two techniques and two major types of essays you come across. One is a abstract type essay, which is like completely on your own. You can write anything which you feel about that topic, like colors or something. Like last time also, I gave you multiple topics on abstract. Okay, let's say that you get a color as pink. Okay, just pink, and then you can think anything about the pink, and then you can write a full-on story about pink. Okay. So these are abstract topics. So for dealing with these abstract topics, there's a technique called as pop beans. Okay, how will you deal with that and what is the meaning of pop beans? I'll explain you that in detail. Okay, so what are pop beans and how to use that? I'll tell you right now. So in the case of pop beans, P stands for people. Okay, so please make it a quick point. P stands for people. O stands for objects. Then another P stands for the place. B stands for behavior. Now, what are these and how will you use it? I'll tell you very soon. E for event, A for your action, and then N for, I guess it was nature, and then the other one was S, which is society. So, take any example. I'll show you one of the topics I have given you, and see, remember that when you're thinking in this direction, you will not get all the answers at one place. Please remember. You will not get all the answers, but at least some points will help you to write a essay on. For example, if I tell you pink, what will you write? You can write about the story Pink or the movie Pink, which you must have, like might of you, like many of you might not have seen it, like including me. I have not seen the movie Pink, though I know what is the story all about. Like I'm a proper you know, a spiller, or you can say someone who keeps giving people some kind of information about the stories. So I keep collecting also, even if I don't have time watching the full movie. So yeah, anyways, so if you know about the story, very good. If you don't know, then you will lose on one point. You will not have enough to write on regarding that. You can connect it with this point. So how will you th think or write about P? You will say, what does the pink color represent for people? It represents girls, right? It's a general notion that people have pink for girls. Similarly, objects which are pink in nature, if you can talk about that, you can talk about the pink tax. Okay, for example, if I are taking here the topic as pink, then you can talk about the objects which are pink, like pink helmets, pink brushes will cost you more than a black helmet and black brush. Why? Because pink tax. Okay. Similarly, places which are pink in color, or you if you have gone to someone's house and you have seen the major theme is pink in color, what came to your mind? What was your idea? This will help you to write one, two sentences with each of the points. It's not necessary that you will have something significant from every point, guys, but then still, alright? It still helps you a lot in gathering the ideas. Then when we talk about the behavior, now what does the behavior shows when we say pinkish? Pinkish shows very calm, soft, okay, and very tender kind of a color. So of course it will show this kind of a behavior. If you see someone wearing a pink, you can't imagine someone wearing pink color and doing karate. Right? So that's a general judgment which we pass on things, and you can talk about that only, that how we judge. We never appreciate the boys who wear like very dark pink color or something similar in that case. talk about that. You will have enough to write on that data. Okay. Any events which you think of was pink in color, like you can also talk of the gender revealing events happening in the foreign where they used to come up with pink color flowers or balloons when it's a girl to say others that it's coming to be a girl, things like that. This event can be associated with pink. Otherwise आप ही सोच के देखो क्या क्या लिख सकते हो, आप लिखना बहुत मुश्किल है, राइट? कि एक कलर दे दिया और उसके ऊपर आप बस लिखो, तो वो पॉइंट्स कहाँ से आएंगे? वो पॉइंट्स पॉप बीन्स से आएंगे. Another is action. What kind of action is associated with a pink color? You have seen people doing things in pink color always. Like a newborn baby, if she's a girl, you will find that out of the 10 dresses she gets, okay, as a gift, seven of them will be pink in color. So that kind of things can be added in your essay or can be discussed while you're talking about this topic, okay? Because GDs are not only specific to the current affairs, they also ask you some abstract topics like this. So be ready, okay? And when it comes to nature, I have already discussed that. And society, yeah, again, I have already discussed that. What society thinks of pink. They will never allow a boy, like they will never accept a boy wearing a full pink shirt and pink blazer and pink shoes and pink trousers, and they will laugh at him. Why? Because the society does not accept a boy doing that. Why is it so? So write your thoughts on it. इस तरह से आपको बस कहानी लंबी करनी है, टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट, ओके? सामने वाले को ऐसा लगना चाहिए दैट यू हैव इनफ ऑफ मटेरियल और इनफ ऑफ थिंग्स टू टॉक अबाउट in this topic, and thus this shows how much you read, how much you know. But ये सच नहीं है, ये हमेशा सच नहीं होता. It's actually how much you can recollect and gather and speak at that point of time. That's your test, okay? So keep this in mind that this pop beans will really help you, especially in the abstract topics. So what about the factual topics? Factual topics will be like Shehnaz Gill will say, "मैं क्या करूँ? मर जाऊँ?" No, we have a topic over here which will take care of the factual things as well. So let us discuss that as well. This topic is, or this technique is called as SP Helter Technique. So I'll write it down. SP Helter technique. What is this technique all about? This technique will take all the factual points into consideration. Factual points से मेरा मतलब है S for social domain. So I'll just reduce this. Yes. Social domain. Okay. इसके बारे में किसी point के बारे में कुछ socially आप क्या जानते हो? What is the political end of that topic? What is the historical end of that topic? Then after that, E comes for economic. Any guesses what will be L? Of course, it will be legal because we are talking about factual things. T for technology. So technological aspects or things like that. Then we have I for international. So what are the international implications of this topic? So that's one point. And the last one is R. So R for religious. What are the religious angles of this? So this is your SP Helter technique, and in this SP Helter technique, we use this for factual data, factual information. So let's talk about one of the topics which I'll take from the 20 essay burning topics which I have found for you. Let's say that we are talking about any one thing out of this which is related to, let's say, need for big infrastructure push in India. So need for big infrastructure push in India. How will I gather information? अभी तो मेरे पास Google नहीं है ना जहाँ पे मैं examples ले सकूँ या फिर points ले सकूँ. So what will I do? I will think about some social angle. If I think of increasing the investment in the in what is that infrastructure, what will be its social implications? Will it be accepted by the society? Things like that. So yes or no, जो भी है वो आपको एक दो लाइन का इंफॉर्मेशन दे देगा. Similarly, if I think about the political agenda, that what is the political agenda behind increasing the infrastructure? Will the political parties fight between themselves, or if yes, then how? And how will they come to a conclusion? You can write things about this. Then you can write things about some historical evidence. This is optional. Optional why? Because this is completely data oriented. If you have any correct data about it, go for it. If you don't know anything that what happened in the past, which led to this infrastructure boom in India, then you can better avoid it, because instead of writing wrong information, it's better to avoid that information. Then we have the economic angle, that अगर हम इतना सारा पैसा इन्वेस्ट इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर में खर्च देंगे तो बाकी चीजों को कैसे बैलेंस करेंगे. दिस इज, डोंट गेट कंफ्यूज दैट दिस इज डेटा ओरिएंटेड and you will be confused in writing numbers. No, you don't have to mention numbers. You just have to give an overall idea that if now the expenditure is, let's say, you write it like this. Let's say now the expenditure is 10% on infrastructure, and if we increase that to 20%, then that additional 10% will need to be balanced from the other areas. How will we do that? अगर आपको आंसर नहीं पता तो सिर्फ क्वेश्चन के फॉर्मेट में भी आप एक सेंटेंस को छोड़ सकते हो. ओके, फॉर द रीडर टू थिंक कि अच्छा ये भी डायमेंशन है, ये भी एक प्रॉब्लम है. Correct? So that's economic angle. Then we'll talk about the legal angles of increasing the infrastructure as well. That if we do so, there will be multiple places which we need to acquire from people, and that will be a difficult procedure in the legal procedure, especially that people will not give away their lands for free. So that is what you can talk about. Similarly, technological aspects, that how technology will help in the infrastructure boom and how can it have a negative impact as well. You can talk about that. Again, आपको एक दो sentences मिल गए इससे. And then you have international. So how is the international affairs going to be affected by increasing the infrastructure? Like, take an example of the recent big statues and monuments made, right? So they are like a huge investment into the uh, uh, country, but then they are bringing some amount of revenue from the international market as tourism. So, what do you think about that? If you don't know the numbers, just quote that. Will it be sufficient to, bypass all the expenditure done on that particular statue? So, you can talk about this. And last but not the least, of course, a religious aspect. That means whenever we think of increasing the infrastructure, we either make mandirs or masjids. So talk about that. You will still have two, 3 points to write from your own कि आपको क्या लगता है क्या होगा. And thus this will really help you. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, there are 8 points, and for every point you will be writing minimum two sentences. That gives you 16 sentences easily. आपको ऐसे बहुत छोटा like 250 words का लिखना है. So you know that you will be able to manage over here. So that's how you do brainstorming. Okay, for abstract topic, use pop beans, and for factual topics, use SP Helter. Now, just quickly gliding through and showing you some essay topics. Now, I have divided the essay topics into types of issues around us. So, the first division is on the social issues of caste, gender, and society. So, here I found two topics very important. You can read through them. Then you can go through the science and technology domain, philosophical abstract domain. Take a screenshot of it. You will need it later. And then international affairs, Indian political affairs, ethics and morality. Okay, environment based questions, education and human resources based questions, and economy and agriculture based questions. So I hope you guys have taken a screenshot of this, because I won't be providing anything. Okay, so make sure you people go through these topics. Use the pop beans technique and SP Hilter technique in this essays, and write things on your own without looking through the information. And once you have written the essay, then you can go back to the Google and then search for these topics, get some data so that your essay will be improved. Okay, while like if you get the same essay in the examination, you can write better points regarding that. And that's all for this video, guys. So you know the drill. If you like this, you have to like this video, and for sure you have to share it more and more and more with people, because the only thing which I want out of this channel is a large number of subscribers, because I want to reach more number of people and tell them that things are also available for free in the market. Okay. And many of you are contacting me for the GDPI preparation. So I'm thinking about it, and I'll let you know very soon. Okay. Of course, whatever will be done will be free of cost. So you don't have to worry about that. And yes, the last thing. that if you're new to the channel and if you haven't subscribed it yet, please do subscribe. I'll come with more such videos. Till then, you people are expected to study hard and take care of yourselves. Thank you so much. See you in the next video, guys. All the best.